What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Now, we need to talk Binance burns. We know we have only a couple of days left in terms of volume before the shutoff point for the Binance burns. Now, there's a couple of things people are talking about. Are we going to see another month of burns? Are Binance going to stop it? We know these proposals that have gone through. Ultimately, now the minting is back to just the 10%, back into that community pool. So the big question on everyone's mind is, A, how much are we going to burn? And B, is Binance going to continue to burn after this one? Well, we're going to take a look at it all in this video. And equally, I'm going to give you my prediction of exactly where we are. And we're just going to take a quick look at the rumor of the Coinbase listing and what we know so far. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. So like we said, Binance agreed to do the 7th burn since they decided they were going to do it, and this one runs from the 30th of November all the way up to the 30th of December, which at the time of this video going out is literally 2 days away. You can see that it's going to be updated on the 2nd of January 2023, so potentially we're going to get this into the new year. But the big question is, what are we going to get? And like I said, is Binance going to continue it? Now, my opinion, I think Binance will continue to support the burn. There's no reason, I believe, as to why they would stop it. And yes, I know we minted some tokens. Yes, there's a debate over this $150,000. And yes, some of it has come back. But I do think Binance, and I've said this from the first video that I put out about Terra Luna Classic, there is something more for CZ. There's something involved in it that we will only find out, I am sure, in time to see. And equally, I think they'll just continue to support this as it's a big community driver to their platform, as well as it's just a good look for CZ Binance. Now, let's just take a look at exactly what I think we're going to come in at. So here is my chart. You'll all seen this before. Again, running from the 30th of November up until the 30th. So we can see here that we did have a pretty decent week. Week 1, week 2 was a bit of a challenge. Week 3 was particularly poor, actually, with recording our lowest volume at $38 million on the day. And equally, I don't know why there's a plus sign on that one. Let's get rid of that. Equally, this last week, we did actually see some pretty strong volume. Now, we could see another couple of $300 million volumes for the next couple of days here and here, which would be pretty good. But as it stands right now, my best prediction would be about 3.1 billion Luna Classic, which, you know, it's not a massive amount. It's about $545,000 at the current price. Now, don't forget, when the price goes up, we burn less coins. If, for example, this was still trading around the 12s, we'd actually burn nearly 4.5 billion as it stands. Obviously, with the price going up, then ultimately we do tend to burn a lot less. Now, again, we've got 2 more days to go. We'll see what the volume pins out as, but that's kind of my best prediction, around that kind of 3 billion to 4 billion. Now, looking at the burns, we see Binance continues to dominate that 20.1 billion Luna Classic already burnt, as well as that burn tax. A lot of people talking about, should we go back to 1.2%? A lot of people think we should. Ultimately, we'll kind of have to wait and see. I think maybe we moved a bit quick on it, but like I said, we'll have to wait and see. Total burns, 36.5 billion. And you can see we are starting to see just a couple start to burn. Lunci DAO, we see Binance users sending through. All nodes burn a significant amount. We can see down here, look, Luna Station, Happy Catty Crypto starting to burn. We're seeing some of these validators commit to and burn what they said. So we are seeing a bit of a move. Now, it's a small drop in the ocean when you're talking about 6.8 trillion coins to get rid of, but at the same time, it is still moving in the right direction. And while ever we are burning and removing supply, then it can only be a good thing. Now, the thing that's on everyone's mind, what everyone wants to see is Coinbase actually going to list Terra Luna Classic? Well, there is a lot of speculation about a $245 million purchase of Luna Classic to Coinbase. We can't prove it, and time will tell. Now, I'm hearing dates chucked around called the 3rd of January. Ultimately, you've got to remember here that Coinbase suspended its wrapped Luna purchases. So if they were going to list Terra Luna Classic, they have to go and buy the actual coin as opposed to the wrapped version that they did have. They do obviously have it on here, but you can see here, Terra is not available for trading on the Coinbase exchange, but can be custodied on the Coinbase wallet. What does that mean? Well, it's the decentralized wallet that Coinbase have. You can ultimately put your Luna Classic in there, but as of right now, you cannot buy it on Coinbase. Now, remember, we obviously saw Lily Finance say they were going to get listed on Coinbase, and that was an absolute shit show and an overall lie. Is it more likely that Terra Luna could be listed? Yes. However, we need to just take caution and ultimately go to the sources of income, the source of information. So Coinbase assets, this is where they will list anything that's going on their exchange, we'll see it in here, that will ultimately say we are going to list Luna Classic. As of yet, nothing has been posted on there. So as it stands right now, we are not listed on Coinbase. However, that doesn't mean that we don't see something come down here. What we don't want to do though is create loads of crazy noise saying we are, and ultimately we are not. So we'll stay really close to this Coinbase address, but ultimately we'll see what comes off. The burns definitely on the agenda. We'll see if Binance then continue it, but ultimately Luna Classic having a pretty nice run at the minute. Sentiment moving forward. The Binance burn could not be better timed. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your prediction for those Binance burns? And we might even do a giveaway for the person that gets the closest. Let me know in the comments down below. As ever, make sure you subscribe to the channel though to keep up to date with everything going on with Luna Classic. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you want to see that giveaway, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.